This is Professor L.B. Gaykwad's English Literature Web. I am Professor L.B. Gayakwad. Today I am giving lecture on the Barber's Trade Union by Mulk Raj Anand. The Barber's Trade Union is a story. It is written by Mulk Raj Anand. He has shown here the caste spirit of the upper class society against the lower class society. It is the condition of the people before the independence. Remember, the British people have made us slave, and that's why our India in those days was under the rule of the British society. And in this way, this is the particular situation, and that's why here Mulk Raj Anand is telling that situation. Means that situation was very serious and there was no value to the people who were lower by caste. Chandu is the main character of the lower class society. Remember here the main hero, the main character is Chandu, and Chandu is from the lower class society. He has fought against the upper class society and defeated them, founding his own Barbers' Trade Union. Means Chandu has established his own trade union, means he has established the Barbers' new trade union. And that's why here Chandu has become the main hero of this story. His barbers have started their hairdressing shops and saloons and called the upper class people to cut hair and shave beards at them. Remember, the traditional method was that the barbers were going to shave and cut hair at the houses of the upper class people. But here the story is that Chandu has made the struggle against this upper class society, and this Chandu has given freedom to his caste, and barbers have started their saloons at their homes, and now the upper class people are going to save at them. Chandu has been the modern founder of India, taking revenge on his enemy. Remember here, this Chandu has taken the revenge on the society of the upper class people, and here he has become the modern founder, means he has become the hero and maker of India according to the I will say writer. Mulk Raj Anand has received the international fame by writing such stories on poor people's exploitation by rich people. And in this way, our Mulk Raj Anand has written many stories. I will explain here some famous stories, some famous, I will say, novels. So the first novel is Untouchable, and this novel he has written in 1935, and the second novel is there, and that is Coolie, and this Coolie novel he has written in 1936. He has translated Punjabi and Hindustani idioms into English through his literary writing. He was awarded with Padma Bhushan by Indian government. Now I will discuss the story in detail. The point is that the lower class Chandu and the upper class narrator. Means remember, in this story there are the two important characters. The first character is of Chandu. Chandu is the main hero here, main character here, and the upper class hero is here, and that is the narrator. The narrator is presenting here himself as the hero of the upper class society, but actually this narrator is at the side of Chandu, means the narrator doesn't value the I will say, exploitation, or he doesn't value the lowerness of people. Means he respects the lower people also. That is the point. So we will discuss now the story in detail. Means they are the childhood friends. Means our Chandu and the narrator are the childhood friends. Chandu is 6 months bigger than the narrator. The narrator is the fan of Chandu. Remember, this Chandu is a very different type of boy. Means he is a strange boy, and that's why this narrator is a fan. Means the narrator likes this Chandu very much. The narrator is the fan of Chandu because he catches the poisonous honey bees and takes poison out of their trails. He flies kites, making them nicely. Remember here, the two things are very strong on the part of this Chandu. This Chandu catches the poisonous bees and he takes the poison out of the tails of the bees. And this thing is very difficult for the narrator. The narrator is from the upper class society, so he has no freedom to go outside. That's why he has not become strong. But Chandu has that freedom, and that's why Chandu has become very strong. And so he does these activities. And that's why here, in the eyes of the narrator, this Chandu has become the hero or the fan. Such a strange Chandu is different from the narrator, so he follows him, loving very much. So here the point is that this narrator loves very much this Chandu. Due to the class distinction, they cannot meet each other. Remember, there is the class distinction, there is the caste spirit, and that's why there is the difference of the poor people and the rich people, and that's why these two friends, means Chandu and the narrator, cannot meet each other, because Chandu is very lower class boy and the narrator is very upper class boy, so they cannot meet each other. If they meet each other, then the difference will finish here, and that's why the narrator's mother doesn't permit this narrator to meet this Chandu, and that is the important thing. So they meet each other by whistling. Remember, this Chandu and the narrator have decided that when they will come together, they will whistle, and they will come together by whistling. Means they have made their habit that when they will call each other, they will whistle. Means they will do the sound of whistling and they will call each other. This is the strategy of their union, which their upper class parents don't know. And remember, their parents do not know about their strategy or about their this small politics. The small child narrator knows we cannot follow the caste spirit. Remember here, the narrator is the boy, small boy. He doesn't go with the caste spirit, but these people who are bigger, who are uh, upper, they do the caste spirit. This is the difference which Mulk Raj Anand wants to show here. So I will say the big people cannot really understand. It has been the tragedy of the Indian rich people, and that's why here I will say that this is the tragedy of the Indian rich people, because they do not know that they are making injustice with Chandu. Now the next point I will discuss is that Chandu is weaker in mathematics. Remember, Chandu is very much weaker. He cannot know properly, he cannot practice properly mathematics because he cannot attend the classes regularly due to the saving and cutting at the homes of the rich people. Remember here, Chandu goes always to save and cut hair. at the houses of the rich people, and that's why he cannot give time to his study, and that's why this Chandu is very much weaker in his mathematics, I will say in mathematics. The next point is that the narrator's mother, remember, now I will discuss about the character of the narrator's mother. The narrator's mother never permits this narrator to play with Chandu because he is not from the upper class. Remember, the caste spirit is too much, and that's why the narrator's mother knows that this Chandu is not from the upper class society. He is from the lower class society, and that's why this Chandu cannot meet this narrator. That is the great difference. She feels that Chandu should be only lower and poor. Means her mind is that this Chandu should not develop, he should not progress, he should be of the same category. Means there should not be any kind of progress of this Chandu according to that mother. Now the next point I will discuss is that Chandu is artistic minded. Remember, this Chandu is very freedomful, he is very active, and that's why he is artistic minded also. So Kalan Khan's dress has impressed this Chandu. Remember, there is the new character, and that character is Kalan Khan. So this Kalan Khan wears the strange dress, and this strange dress impresses this Chandu. That is the point. And that's why Chandu wants to dress like this Kalan Khan. Kalan Khan is young and dresses a starched shirt with ivory collar, a bow tie, with a black coat, a striped trousers, and a wonderful rubber overcoat. Means remember, all these things, all these signs are showing that the Kalan Khan wears the strange dress because his dress is with the ivory collar, means the collar is ivory. There is the tie to his shirt. Then a black coat is with him, means on his body, and the trousers are stripped, means the trousers are very much attracting, and a wonderful rubber overcoat, means there is the rubber, and that rubber is over that coat. So Chandu copies him wearing a khaki short. So Chandu feels that he should also do the same dress or same appearance, and that's why Chandu copies this Kalan Khan, and he wears the khaki short and a black velvet waistcoat of buttons. And this thing is not liked by the upper class people. We will see next. Chandu and landlord Bijay Chand, that is the point now. Bijay Chand, landlord, turns Chandu out of his home. Remember, there is the character of the landlord, and his name is Bijay Chand, and this Bijay Chand drives this Chandu away from his home, or he sends him out of his home. Why? Because this Chandu defiles or spoils his religion. Means, remember, this Chandu has done the different type of dress, or this Chandu wants to progress, wants to develop, and that's why here I will tell you that the Bijay Chand says that this Chandu has spoiled his religion by doing all this, and that's why here this is the very much injustice point on the character, or I will say on the life of this Chandu. He uses the leather bag of cow hide, means cow's leather. Means Chandu has used the leather bag of cow's leather. And that's why this thing is not a good thing for Chandu. And Chandu is reaching the particular problem to the religion of this Bijay, and that's why this Bijay drives away this Chandu from his home, or drives away him from him. That is the point I will tell you. He wears the coat of some animal's marrow. Remember here, it is the charge of this Bijay that this Chandu has worn or has dressed the coat of some animal's marrow. Marrow means, I will say, the flesh. Means this Chandu has used there the coat of some animal's flesh or animal's marrow. The dress doesn't suit his barber's profession, and the Chandu has dressed that particular, I will say, dress, or this dress is not beautiful to the character of this Chandu, because he is a barber and his profession is shaving, and such a barber is not looking very well in that profession, in that I will say appearance, and that's why he does not like that. He calls Pandit Parmanan to prove Chandu has broken morality by wearing a pair of English shoes and a doctor's dress. And that's why he wants to prove, and that's why he calls Pandit Parmanan to say that this Chandu has defiled, this Chandu has spoiled his religion by wearing a pair of English shoes and a doctor's dress. He calls him a pixon. He calls him in his same dress to cut his hair and shave beards. And that's why here I will tell you that this Bijay tells this Chandu that he should use always his same dress. He should not come in such a dress. And if Chandu wants to come to shave or cut his hair, then he should come in the same dress. Means this Bijay doesn't feel that this Chandu should wear a beautiful dress. That is the particular point. But the little boy of the landlord becomes very happy by seeing Chandu in that appearance. Remember, when the little boy of that landlord looks this Chandu, this little boy becomes very happy by looking Chandu in that appearance. But this great man, this upper class man, this rich man doesn't feel that this Chandu is looking very beautiful in that dress. This is the particular difference of the small child and the biggest man. The Saukar and Chandu. Before going to the point of the Saukar and Chandu, I will tell you that it is a tragedy that the small boys hate the class distinction, but the big people cannot hate. That is the point which Mulk Raj Anand wants to tell here. Now we will go to the last point, and the last point is the Saukar and Chandu. The Saukar also doesn't like that Chandu should be modern. This Saukar is there, the character of the Saukar is there. The Saukar also doesn't like that this Chandu should become the modern boy, or Chandu should progress. He also is not of that opinion. He should not make progress like the upper class society. Means Chandu cannot make any kind of progress like the upper class people. Chandu should be barber only, or this Chandu should not be a rich man according to this Saukar. Chandu should not dress in modern clothes like them. So this is the same thing which is there with this Saukar also. This Saukar also feels that this Chandu should not use the modern clothes. This Chandu should use only the traditional dress, means according to him, Chandu should use only the traditional dress. The Saukar looks like a leper man due to his brown tobacco colored mustache. Remember here the character of this Saukar is very strange. He is looking like a man of leprosy because of his brown tobacco color mustache. Mustache means his, I will tell, this part of his face, and because of this mustache he is looking very much strange, and that's why as if he is a man of leprosy or he is a leper man. So here today we have finished the part 1 of the Barber's Trade Union by Mulk Raj Anand. Before stopping here, I will request you that please like and share and subscribe my channel, because my channel uploads the videos on English literature. Here today I have presented a nice video on the Barber's Trade Union by Mulk Raj Anand. Again I will come in front of you with a new video. Till then, thank you very much.